Take two, now with less forgetting my microphone and putting it actually near my mouth and not up near my head. But welcome back everyone to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Today, well, we've defeated Zapdos, so... After doing so, we were told about our next destination. The Hill of Ancients, or something like that, where we can find the Pokemon Xatu. He will hopefully be able to explain to us, or at least have some kind of clue, of why we have become an Eevee. Yes, the Hill of the Ancients is in the Great Canyon, which is, of course, our next destination. Well, we should be forthcoming. I don't know about what, but we should be forthcoming about it. Why do you try so hard? Well, both things are the same thing, so... Well, that's a pretty candid answer, so... Now that we've, done all that, well, first things first, we can spend all that crazy amount of money we got. Not in Peanut Swamp, apparently. There's not even any Pokemon that we can recruit from there. This really expensive area would actually be one I think we'd get for having a Mudkip as our partner. Or being a Mudkip. But we don't, so we'll have to spend the 2,500 later on. For now, well, before we keep spending our money, I kind of want to check on something. Because I had been thinking since last time, we don't have a very good coverage move. And we still don't. I was kind of hoping to get a TM for Shadow Ball, since you can't learn it through level up. Oh well, if I ever see one, I'll be sure to buy it. Until then, though. We can now go to two more areas, the Decrepit Lab and the Jungle. I didn't check if anything was recruitable from those areas, but that's okay. And we want to store away our money, and also, oops. No, stop talking to the Persian. I'll meet you guys right back in this same spot as soon as I've done the storage stuff, so, yeah. Okay, we're back, well, mostly in the same spot. Maybe if I went more to the left. It's not like it really matters. Okay, now that we've done all that preparation now, all we need to do is, note to self, whenever I do that thing, maybe I should actually, like, go and get my team ready to go before I do that. Just a tiny little thought. Okay. Let's head out to the Great Canyon. Interesting music. And our goal is the peak, the Hill of the Ancients. The 13th floor. I don't remember him saying that at all, but okay. And Xatu will be waiting for us. I've said this before, but I will say it again. I love the music for this game. Okay, well, we can find a few new Pokemon here that we can recruit too. Doduo, Skiploom, and Fanpy, as well as others. I have Kudo still on Runaway, don't I? Yeah, let's not do that. Oh, I also need, well, I'm gonna keep Item Master off, actually. Luckily, he doesn't need that to be able to catch items. Well, pretty uneventful so far. We haven't even run into a single freaking Pokemon. Now would be a good time, though, to keep on with our discussion. Now, I had already gotten through the overused EVs, ow, and this is also a new Pokemon, Fanpy. He's the ground type. and he's recruitable. Let's actually do a double tail whip tackle. There we go. Well, he didn't want to come with us, so screw him. A white gummy? I think that's the one we need for normal types. Yep, so let's eat it. And we have gotten Status Checker, which is not really going to do us much good because we won't inflict the same status problem, but, well, I do that myself. However, we'll go ahead and, you know, turn on this stuff. Why not? Okay, that sounds good. Let's keep on going then. But yeah, there are 3 more EVs that I have yet to talk about. I need to turn Magneto off of go after foes. Good shot, Kuda. Which are, well, the most underrated of all the evolutions, and I find some uses for all of them. We have Leafeon, Glaceon, and, of course, Flareon. Oh, Flareon. Flareon's known by a lot of people as the most useless of all the evolutions, and to some degree they're right. I mean, he's got a pretty... Okay, Flareons have a good attack stat. You can't debate that. However, they don't have moves that can take advantage of it. The best thing they've got is, well, they had was Fire Fang. However, they did gain Flare Charge? Something like that. That move that you use in Black-White, and it increases speed when you use it. So, that is one useful thing he had obtained. I also keep calling Flareon a he, but that's like the norm, I guess. Oh, that's another new Pokemon and a totally new type, I think. No, we've seen a dark type before, but he's a dark flying type, Murkrow. Not sure if we could have recruited him. Don't think we can. No, he's the only one we can. It's the total opposite. So, all we see in this floor is Murkrow, and that's it? I wouldn't doubt it. Well, nothing here, so let's just keep on going. Our goal, as they said, was the 13th. Now, Glaceon has kind of the same problem, except for the fact that... Cacturns. Except for the fact that they can... Ooh, that's not good. They can be fairly useful, because their special attack is insane, and they can take advantage of it with stab moves like Blizzard and Ice Beam, if you don't like Blizzard being inaccurate. I don't really mind too much one way or the other. Now, the thing we killed earlier, or, well, defeated, I guess, earlier. I'll call it killed either way. But, that thing was Noctowl, and he is the evolution of Hoothoot. As such, he has the same typing, normal flying. These guys are known as Cacturn, which is the evolved form of Cacnea. We've never run into a Cacnea, actually, that's interesting. But Revenge works differently in this game than normal Pokemon. It works more like Bide. But, Cacturn is a Grass Dark type, which is a very interesting typing. Though I don't see too many advantages to it. I mean, it can destroy Psychic types, which is great and all, but it gains a weakness to fighting, being dark, and it still keeps its other weaknesses like ice and fire, so on top of that, I've never really been that fond of Cacturn as a teammate of any kind, so, you know. I mean, if I could recruit one right now, then I totally will, don't get me wrong, but... And I can't. I need to run into Murkrow. I wonder if you just can't recruit fully evolved Pokemon until like the end of the game, or the post game or something. That's kind of interesting. I never thought about that. Well, he's storing energy once again, but we can defeat him before he can do anything. Defeating fully evolved Pokemon, of course, will give you way more experience than defeating, well, not fully evolved Pokemon. So, if Audino was in this game, he probably would. She. Audinos are normally known as girls, but she would normally give like. Let's try that again. She would probably give like tons of experience, just like the normal game. And in fact, there is a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game being released on 3DS. Actually, I think it's already been released in Japan. I'd need to check on that. But I believe it was called something like Magna Gate Illusion or something along those lines. And it looks pretty amazing. Being on the 3DS and all. I could never LP it, but you know. Alright, here comes a Noctowl. Let's try this. He didn't do what I wanted him to. I kind of want him to come up. Yeah, like that. Just like that. There we go. We're almost out of power points again. I forgot to check if we had any max elixirs in storage, which we probably do, because they're pretty common as a reward for, well, just normal rescue missions, so. Not that I've done any since that whole Zapdos event. Actually, even before that, since, Metapod and Team Meanies. I wonder if we'll ever see those guys again. It's not like it really matters one way or the other. This is a dead end. That was pretty amazing. Neat shape though. It's kind of like a really deformed S. Yeah, real neat. Oh, I should probably, yeah. I don't even know what stat was lower. Oh yeah, I was hit with Growl, so therefore attack was lowered. Man, moves like that have zero use in competitive play. But lots of people like to use like +2 moves, such as Sword Stance for attackers like Lucario, or the other one that works for special attackers, but I can't remember what it is. Well, I can't use it anymore, so switch! Magnemite cringed. That's bad. Oh, there's a Cacturne coming up. That's also pretty bad because Kudo's weak to him. Though I haven't seen them use very many grass moves up until this point. Revenge is a fighting move. So it would destroy Magnemite actually then, now that I think about it. Which wouldn't be very good. Ooh, he's got Counter up. Counter is pretty useful in this game because it will basically, I mean, it does the same thing sort of that it does in the normal game, but it has a slight difference. Of course, if your opponent faints before it goes through, then, you know. But basically, it will reflect all incoming damage for like 5 turns, I think. So it's pretty overpowered. If I had a Lucario, which doesn't exist in this game, it would be pretty amazing to have. Oh, that's an Ariados over there. Bug poison type, if I remember correctly. Evolved form of Spinarak, which we've also never seen. What's with all these evolved Pokemon that we haven't seen the pre-evolutions for? It's kind of strange. I mean, was I supposed to run into Spinarak in like the Lost Forest or something? I'm not sure. It actually sounds right now that I think about it though. I think I've run into them before, like in my other playthroughs of this game. Keep in mind, I've beaten this game like 3 times with different teams every time, so. Oh, I broke it by accident, didn't I? Shoot. We also have no offensive moves anymore. And that does a whole lot of damage, let me tell you. Let's try this. Hopefully Kudo can still attack. Okay, good. I didn't know if Constrict stopped attacks or not. Oh, Strength Shot. We've been slowed. This is a problem. because now we're moving at half speed for a little bit until the game tells us that we were back to normal speed. Should be soon, hopefully. You can see even our teammates are trying to outspeed us, but of course, since I've got them on follow, they won't go anywhere. Which is most likely for the best. Boy. Spring shot again. I need to back up. I need to back up. Back up right now. There we go. Sorry, Kudo, you'll have to take on a couple of hits for me. But you'll be okay. Alright, taking out this Ariados shouldn't be too much of a problem. One more Graveler Rock and that ought to do it. Okay. And we're back to normal speed, thankfully. Oh, Kudo was half speed. I was wondering why he wasn't moving. Like he should be. Oh, nice water gun. Alright. I wonder if stab bonus still applies in this game. And for anyone confused as to what that is, it's same type attack bonus, which basically means that if you're... Okay, we'll take Kudo as an example. If you were to be using an ice move like Ice Beam, not that I know if Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise can learn Ice Beam, but examples. It's not... It will have 1 times effectiveness. However, if you're using a... If he uses a water move, such as Water Gun, he gets a bonus, and of course I'm talking the normal game, I'm not sure if that still applies here, it might, but... Oh. Becoming level 15, we have new tactics that we can't look at because we're the leader, but... Oh no, what it does is change the list of tactics for everybody else. That's interesting. We gained 1 new tactic that I recognize, maybe 2. No, just 1. Wait there. So we can tell our teammates to just stand in place. How useful. I'd really rather not go at this guy head on because of string shot, so. But yeah, he gets a 1.5 times attack bonus. So, same type attack bonus, stab. You'll hear me use that periodically, so you know. It's good to be able to get that out of the way. And that's of course these tutorials are only really for people who don't go into competitive, because anybody who's ever played competitive Pokemon would know everything I've explained up until this point. That's a Houndoom. That is a Houndoom. I'm terrified, so let's go this way. Oh, Magneto, why did you do that? Okay, let's do this, so that way Kudo can get a clean shot at him. Because they are a dark fire type, just like Houndour, and Kudo's, of course, a water type. A very good counter for them. Okay, let's... If I do that, Kudo, or Magneto, takes my place for some reason. Why does he do that? Magneto, do you have no, ow moves anymore, or what? All I know is I'm about to die if I don't eat this Oranberry. Do Oranberries always heal you to max, or is there a limit? Like, does it heal only up to 50 or something like that? Wow, look at that huge line of red chasing us. That kind of scares me. So let's just run. Running away sometimes is a good strategy in this game, especially when you have no attacks. Man, why haven't I learned Quick Attack yet? It's insane. Oh, that's not good. Did I turn off Thundershock because of... no? Oh, I didn't turn on exclusive move user, did I? That would explain a lot. Okay. Let's try that. I like having my teammates using that because, honestly, it's annoying if they're not. Luckily, Kudo seems smart enough to be using... What is that weird thing above Kudo's head? Is that poison? No. What is that? Oh, no, it's poison. Okay. We don't have any Pecha Berries. Well, you'll just have to live with that for a little while, Kudo. And unfortunately, the thing about poison that makes it more annoying than a burn is that you will not recover HP while poisoned. So, I'm trying to use Tail Whip Tackle, but it won't let me. Oh, hey, Magneto leveled up. Good job, Magneto. 5 more HP as if he needed it. He's almost got 100 HP now. That's insane. For level 15? Imagine what my HP growth would be if I was a Vaporeon. They'd probably get like 7 HP or something every level. Normally you only get like 4 or 5, maybe. And of course if you're EV training, I guess it would be a lot more. But still, I've never actually done it yet, so this is my first time trying. Wow, that was insanely stupidly aimed there. Oh, I guess poison goes away if you you move floors. That's interesting. And with this special band, I want to give it to Kudo. I should probably show off what it does. It boosts his special attack for holding it. So, his water gun and bubble both are now stronger. Torment is an interesting move that gets a lot of use, and no it doesn't. I'm thinking of Taunt. I have no idea what Torment does actually. Maybe this will explain it to me. Oh. It doesn't let your opponents repeat the same move? Why would you care? Oh wow, that tackle does a lot of damage. Kudo, if you don't mind, thank you. See, that special band, pretty helpful. It makes even Bubble about as strong as his water gun was before. And his water gun now probably does, yeah, pretty substantial amount of damage. I do have exclusive move user on him too, right? Oops. Yes, I do. Man, he has barely used Tail Whip Tackle, so don't really need to worry about that. That's something that would be nice about not being an Eevee. We'd have access to a lot more attacks, like if I was a fire type, we'd have Ember, maybe even Flamethrower by now, for all I know. But, well, that's just the price you pay for wanting to become one of the most interesting Pokemon probably in the game. Being able to evolve 7 different ways. Well, only 5 in this game. You don't get access to Glaceon or Leafeon, unfortunately. Not that they're very useful in competitive play, supposedly. I should also say that Leafeon has pretty decent speed, and he has high attack. But unlike Flareon, who's not able to capitalize on it, he has a powerful move in Stab Leaf Blade, which does a substantial amount of damage, and it has a high critical rate. So if you were to, like, Choice Scarf, I believe? Yes, that's the one that gives him priority. Choice Scarf, a Leafeon, and have Leaf Blade, you'd be doing pretty alright. Oh, look, over there, it's Xatu, as he stares out into the sun. Take my word for it, ladies and gents. That is indeed Xatu. I guess Kudo's never seen one before. Xatu is a really good Pokemon. I believe he's in the overused tier too. He's also known as a dual screener, just like Espeon. Only, I don't like using Xatu, mainly because A, Espeon's one of my favorite Pokemon ever, but B, because he's Psychic Flying. I mean, that makes him really strong against fighting types, but it makes him weak against electricity and ice. So, I prefer just having a straight up Psychic type. At least then, I'm only weak to Ghost and Dark and Bug. Freaking Bug types. I don't like them. Well, we shouldn't attack him, so let's just tickle him a little bit. Yeah, you know. Tickle, tickle, tickle. That was a lot of use of the word tickle. But he's still just staring out into the sun. Man, that was a lot of tickling. And that's a lot of just ellipses. Doesn't seem to be working. Huh? Oh. I guess it was working. Boo foo 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 foo. That was a bit of a delayed reaction, but he was meditating. Ah! It's very pretty. Indeed. It's not too hard to tell. You're the only guy up here on the Hill of the Ancients. You're kind of staring at the sun. Well, we'll just let him have his fun. Wow. He's... I guess psychic types just have a thing about them. That sounds bad for your eyes. Well, I guess that was a counter to my statement there. The past and the future. So, can you tell us why we became a Pokemon, maybe? Or perhaps what's in store for us? Yeah, the earthquakes. So, we have to save the world? Is that what you're telling us? I wonder how. It can't be that we caused them. No. I don't think it's quite that. What? If Xatu's afraid, we're in trouble. Makes sense. Alright, let's get to it. Well, that usually is the case if the world's balance is upset in any game, ever, of all time. I mean, take Final Fantasy VII, for example. I know there are others, but that's the best one that comes to mind. Well, Tales of Symphonia is the same thing. If Colette didn't do the thing well, no, not Colette herself, but if people like Colette didn't take that pilgrimage or whatever, things would happen or something. I don't know. I never actually finished Tales of Symphonia, so I'm not entirely sure about it. Oh, Gengar overheard that. We can see him, can't we? He's like right there. He's only a few steps away. Let's kill him before he... Well, looks like our secret's out now. What will happen now that Gengar's seen our true identity? Or seen us for what we are? Well, same difference. And what about the balance of the world? Find out next time. Well, later. Let's play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Until then, later guys.